මම මැරුණොත් හරි මේක රෙකෝඩ් එකට තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? මු කවදාකවත් මගේ ප්‍රෙසිඩන්ට් නෙවෙයි. ජනාධිපති නෙමෙයි. මම නම් ඌට වෝට් දැම්මේ නෑ. ඌ නම් පරදේසි කෙනෙක්. හරිද? හරි කාලකන්‍ය 2016 ඉඳලා ඇමරිකාවට ආපු දවසේ ඉඳලා මගේ ජීවිතේ කාලකන්‍ය කරපු ප්‍රෙසිඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් තමයි ඩොනල්ඩ් ට්‍රම්ප් කියන්නේ. ඕකේ. ඒ කියන්නේ මන් දන්නේ ආයිත් මං ජීවත් වෙයිද නැද්ද කියලා මේ රටේ පිටරට කට්ටියට කරන අපහාස බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ මට මේක කියන්න බෑ. හරිද? ලංකාවෙත් ඉන්න දුන්නේ නෑනේ මුස්ලිම් කියලා එකෙක් ඒවා කිව්වා. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ ට්‍රාන්ස්ජෙන්ඩර් කියලා එකෙක් ඒවා කිව්වා මැලේසියාවල. හරිද? කොහේ ගියත් මේ ලෝකේ මට ඉන්න දුන්නේ මේ මිනිස්සු ජාතිය. මගේ පාඩුවේ මම මගේ සතත් එක්ක පොඩි ජීවිතයක් ජීවත් වෙන්න විතරයි මං ආවේ. ඕකේ? කමක් නෑ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මට පිස්සු කියලා කිව්වත් හරි කමක් නෑ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මට පිස්සු කිව්වා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මට පිස්සු කියලා තමයි කිව්වේ. දැන් කාටද පිස්සු? ඒ වල්බූරුවා. වල්බූරුවෙක් තමයි දාලා තියෙන්නේ මේ වෝට් කරලා ප්‍රෙසිඩන්ට් කියලා ජනාධිපතිතුමා කියලා. මට මේක ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කියන්න දන්නේ නෑ. වල් මූසල බූරුවෙක්ව තමයි ඇමරිකා වෝට් කරලා ප්‍රෙසිඩන්ට් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. දැන් ඌ හැමදාම ආපු දවස් ඉඳලා කෑල්ලෙන් කෑල්ල අපිව කෑවා. දැන් ඉන්න ටිකක් තව ටිකක් කාලකන්නිම කරලා තමයි යන්නේ. මම මේක අල්ලටත් කිව්වා අල්ලටත් මට දන්නේ අල්ලට ඇහෙනවාද කියලා. අද මම ෆ්‍රයිඩේ මේක මං සාපයක් කරලා කියන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ මං හොඳින් කිව්වා මේ බූරුවව ඇයි අපිට පිට එවන්න කියලා. ගෑනුත් එකතු වෙලා හරිද? පිරිමිත් එකතු වෙලා ඔක්කොම එකතු වෙලා ඌට වෝට් දැම්මනේ. ඒ මදිවට ලෝක වටේ ඩොනල්ඩ් ට්‍රම්ප්ද කියලා හොඳින් ඉන්නව ඇතිනේ. නෑ. හොඳින් නෙමෙයි ඉන්නේ. කාලකන්‍ය ආපු දවස් ඉඳලා අපිට තියෙන ටිකක් නැති කරලා ගියා. ඕකේ? රටින් පිටත් වෙන රටින් ඇතුළට එන ගෙඩි කඩන්න එහෙම ඇවිදින්නත් 10 පාරක් කල්පනා කරලා දැන් එළියට යන්නේ කට්ටිය. කිසි වැරද්දක් කරපු නැති මිනිස්සු. අහිංසක මිනිස්සු. එහෙම ජීවත් වෙන්නද අපි මේ ලෝකයකට ආවේ? මෙහෙම ලංකාවත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොඳින් ඉන්නවද? ලංකාවේවත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොඳින් ඉන්නවද? මොකද්ද මම මට හරියට සිංහල තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. නිවුස් වල කියන සිංහල තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. මම දැක්ක ලංකාවේ මොකද නුගේගොඩ මොනවද කලබල වෙලා. I don't understand. මොකද්ද මේ ලෝකේ දැන් වෙන්නේ? නුගේගොඩ මොකද්ද හොගාලා මොකද්ද කලබල වෙලා. ඊට පස්සේ මම දැක්ක මොනවාද අර පිළිමයක් උස්සන් යනවා ආයිත් ඒක බස්සනවා ආයිත් පිළිමේ දානවා ආයිත් like what is happening? ඔයගොල්ලන් පිළිමේ එතන දානවද? ඒක උස්සන් ගෙනියනවද? like what's happening? at this point මම හිතන්නේ මම atheist හරි agnostic හරි වෙන්න ආසයි. ඒ කියන්නේ ආගම් නිසා මෙච්චර පිස්සු නටනවා නම් ලෝකේ ඒකක් නැතුව ඉන්නව හොඳයි කියලා හිතනවා. මේ ඔක්කොම මේ කරදර ඇවිල්ලා මෙයා හොඳයි අරයා හොඳයි කියලා කියන ප්‍රශ්නේ නිසානේ මේ බූරුවන්ට එකෙක්ටවත් මෙන්ටල් හෙල්ත් තෙරපිස්ට් ළඟ ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ. ජනාධිපතිතුමා ගිහිල්ලා තියනවාද මේ තෙරපිස්ට් ළඟට? ලංකාවේ වුණත් මං අහන්නේද මානේ? ලංකාවේ ජනාධිපතිතුමා වුණත් ගිහිල්ලා තියනවාද තෙරපිස්ට් ගාවට? නැහැ. එක බූරුවෙක්වත් පොලිටික්ෂන් එක ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ තෙරපිස්ට් ගාවට. මම හිතන්නේ මම්ඩානි ගිහිල්ලා ඇති. මම්ඩානිට දන්නවා. මම්ඩානිවත් පොඩ මොලයක් තියෙන පුද්ගලෙක්. බර්නිත් හොඳයි. බර්නි සෑන්ඩර්ස්ුත් හොඳයි. කිසි කරදරයක් නැහැ. ජෝ බයිඩන් නිදාගෙන හරි හිටියා. මේව වද දුන්නේ අපිට. ජෝ බයිඩන් නිදාගෙන හරි හිටියා. අපිට මෙහෙම වද දුන්නේ නැහැ. මේ කාලකන්ණි බූරුවා ඩොනල්ඩ් ට්‍රම්ප් ආපු දවසේ ඉඳලා වද පිට. හරිද? අහිංසක ලෝ මේක ඉස්කෝලේ ගිය ඉගෙන ගත්ත ළමයි උන්වත් කල. දැන් ඇප්ස්ටින් ෆයිල්ස් එකක් ඒක දාලා ඒක රෑදවල් ඒ ගැන කුණු අරප කියව ඉන්නෝ. මට මේවා මං ආසනේ මම මේකට නෙමෙයි ආවේ. මං ආවේ මෙහි බලන්න පරිසරේ බලන්න ඩාන්ස් කරන්න සින්දු කියන්න මගේ පාඩුවේ ජීවත් වෙන්න දෙන්නකෝ මට. ඇයි මේ රෑදවල් මේ පොලිටිෂන්ලා අපේ ඔළුව කන්නේ? I don't know how to say this in English. I'm going to say it in Sinhala because I cannot with this politician bullshit. What is this country? This is not American dream. This is nightmare. This is nightmare. This is hell. This is not a country. This is not a place. And Thanksgiving, why celebrate with a turkey the massacre of Native Americans? What is this nonsense? It's not Thanksgiving, it's a massacre of Native Americans. Why are we sitting around the table celebrating massacre one of a turkey? First you massacred the turkey, then you massacred people who are natives, and you sit around with the family and talk, and what is this nonsense? Cancel this Thanksgiving. We don't need celebration around torn families. Hispanic families are torn away, put in concentration camps. People are torn apart worldwide. Some Asian black folks have joined us ICE army. Can you imagine turning against your own people? Somebody made a comment, said it's like roaches for raid. You know what is raid? Raid is a spray like this. I don't use raid in my house. I'm not sponsored. I bought this from Walmart. I'm not collaborating with any brand, anybody. No collab. But I bought this from Walmart because it's people and pet safe. I have some. So this is for roaches. Imagine you being one of the roach and you try to kill the rest of the roach. That's ICE agents. ICE agents are people who black and brown and white, but I've seen mostly Asian folks who look in the mirror and think they are white. For $50,000, they are signing up as ICE agents to catch their own people, tear families apart. Is this a world? No, this is hell. This is not world. I said this morning I woke up and I said it's Friday morning, and I've been practicing a lot of silent celibacy because I went deep into reflection. And then I woke up this morning and I said, I don't care if you look at me as a madman. I don't care, because if those dictators you consider is normal, I don't mind being called crazy and mad. And I'm going to put this on YouTube, on Facebook, because at this point you all need to know how my thought process works, because they're diminishing our thought processes. They're every day trying to gaslight our thought process by normalizing predators and pedophiles. I am no longer going to be silent. Even my English is broken, I will speak. I will speak. Why are people still going to Harvard University, listening to professors who are in the Epstein file? Why are people paying thousands of dollars going to colleges to listen to people in the Epstein file when there are people in your own community, own neighborhood that you can listen to and get a free education and a safe education? I saw last night professor in Harvard sitting there apologizing for his behavior. What behavior? He's in the files. And children in the classroom are listening to that piece of shit. And I'm sure his parents are funding their education. I don't need a penny from you all. I just need you all to understand that the system is corrupt and broken. That's why I'm not driven by this money thing. You give me anything, I'm resourceful. I can take old plastic, I can use it for water. Okay, I can cook this and that. I can survive anywhere, but I will not let these people jeopardize our safety. Right now, they're trying to eliminate black and brown folks. Okay? Why are they not going to Irish pubs? Go to Irish pub. There's a lot of undocumented immigrants in Irish pubs. Irish people came here without documents. British came without documents. When British came here, they were illegals. In the Mayflower, they didn't bring any paperwork. Why aren't ICE agents going for the Europeans? when they came, and the British, Irish, and the white European, even Ukraine or whatever, why all white looking people they are not catching? Why all catching Hispanic and black and brown? Because this isn't about what? This isn't about immigration. This is about coming to get black, brown folks. Yes, this is about the mentality. Oh, we enslaved them, we chained them. Have you seen the video? In Missouri, in Missouri, there's a black man who got charged for something small. He didn't murder anybody. He committed a crime, but he didn't murder no one, whatever. But then they put him in the chair, electrocuted him to death. Always black people, brown people, Asian people are seen as and then the white people are in angel. Even in the painting, the angel is white, wearing white and looking white with light on their face. Maybe the angel is not white. Why all the angels and gods are depicted with light on their face? Now they're selling, put ring light on your face. Daily put ring light and put your eyes blue, ring light, and then people will say, no, I'm not putting any ring light on my face. I'm happy with my face. People in Sri Lanka, girls, guys, everybody now are bleaching their skin, thinking they will be accepted as God because they are bleaching their skin. How harmful these chemicals. What is happening, people? You cannot let whites take over to the moment. Already our walls are white. Imagine if I was white, then I blend in with the wall. There will be no me. This is my final identity. This is the only thing that's left. They're wiping this away now. Our fridge is white, my window is white, my wall is white. Now the only thing is my face is white. Even that they want to put cream, bleaching cream, everything they want to make white. The hate for color is bizarre. The hate for people who are different is bizarre. And they try to teach us how to raise our kids. Have you all seen Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway? Watch that movie, Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway. She's a brown mom who raised her child in Norway. She was jailed and called crazy for raising her child according to Indian ways. And she fought it and she won in the courts, because in Norway, in other countries, the European standard of raising a child, a black mom raising a child is different. If she feeds the child nuggets, or she's suddenly not feeding healthy stuff. White mom feeding broccoli and carrots is the perfect mom. Screw that bullshit. The mom feeding the child itself, that's it. So bird mom come and find scavenge food and puke into the baby's mouth. Whatever she gets, she puke into the baby mouth. The baby survives, the baby fly. So I grew up on some junk food, some good food. My mom fed me, but I never ever shamed my mom for whatever she fed me, because I'm alive today, I have a voice today. So don't let these white people tell you what to eat, what not to eat, count your calories. Count your calories? You think my grandmother count calories? These are all, do you know, biggest hoax is Brian Johnson. Have you go to his YouTube channel? Brian Johnson is full of shit. He's 48 years old. He looks 48. He's crazy. He's collecting data about his body. Everything he eat, he take. Every vitamin he take. Work out 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. He is worse than AI bot. Why don't people, and people are glorifying his channel. His YouTube channel has blown up to millions, because we're like, oh my God, this is he wants to live forever, it seems. That itself is psycho. Who wants to live forever in this type of world? Only a maniac, only a megalomaniac would want to live in a world like this forever. I am every day counting days to see when I will be gone. And these buggers, the way that you can see who is the psycho, the one who wants to live forever are the psychos. Because if you are somebody with a consciousness, you will know this is in passing, our life is in passing. The next generation will take care of itself. If you look at Brian Johnson and look at his son, he only has a son, okay, he already divorced. I'm speculating. I am speculating because I studied his account, okay. He's the next Elon Musk. The white people, a lot of them, once they get into a certain position, they lose their mind, they go cuckoo, and then they try to give other people how to live their life. You want to know how I live? If you have Brian Johnson, you tell him to talk to me. Morning drink tea, okay, morning drink tea, throw the trash, all right? Interacting in your society. That is human, not collecting data, put a mask and run on the treadmill. Put a mask, collect the numbers. Mad because of numbers, go on cuckoo. Okay, putting mask, calculating his oxygen level on them. What kind of morning is that? Who wakes up to calculate your oxygen level on a mask? Go on mad. White people 100% wallahi mad. Only few people are left. Only few good, there's good white people also who don't, because there's some fat ass white people, there's some out of shape white people, there's some, people who don't care, who stuff food, fries and stuff. And they call those people trailer trash. The actual white people who are living like a decent human being, they call them trailer trash, they call them homeless. I saw a boy, a young person, 20 years old, at the intersection with the homeless. There's more and more white people who are homeless, and I commend that. That is the reality, that we are all homeless. In the intersection in Chicago where I live, I say, well, alhamdulillah, when I first came to America, there was mostly black and brown folks who were in the intersection. Now it's been replaced by white people. I say, karma, alhamdulillah, white people are now begging on the street. Good. Because you know why? It's better to beg on the street than become a megalomaniac and steal out of other people's pockets. White people, if you are going to quit your job today, quit it. No point going for these corporation jobs. No point becoming megalomaniac. Right? Nobody will respect you in the end. I'll tell you the life story. In our life, whether you do good, bad, in the end, nobody will hold you high horse. There's no, even Jesus Christ, they crucified, they killed him. You do good in this world, you will be wrecked. You will be treated like dirt. All right? So don't try to champion and be, oh, I want to do good. Do good, but there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that people are going to, there's no hero's welcome. When I was a kid, I also got fooled. I remember watching Hercules, and I used to sing that song. I have often dreamed of a far off place where heroes welcome will be waiting for me. No, there is no heroes welcome. There is no heroes welcome. The reason why Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and all these people have got mad is because they think there's a hero's welcome. No, there's only sleepers. This type of welcome only you are going to get in the end. Only with a sleeper we will give the welcome. The way things are going now, the politicians are going to get the sleepers next. Next time they get on the podium, if they come here and if they try to get a vote, I will throw this slip. I will aim. Because I am tired. Last time it missed somebody, because I am non-violent, I don't have a gun, I don't like it. Alright? Last time somebody missed his ear. But next time he comes to the podium, this will be thrown along with rotten eggs and tomatoes will be thrown at the politicians. Because don't trust politicians. Does dogs and cats or birds listen to politicians? No. They know human beings are full of shit. Full of shit is human being. So these all systems of appointing a politician, putting him, people are not perfect. People are not perfect. So how do you elect somebody? You gotta get somebody average. That's it. Don't get anyone that promises you, I'll do this, I'll create jobs. They can't do shit. They can't even have their own family right. How they gonna create jobs for you? They don't even know maths. What jobs are they gonna create for you? Get experts in the field to work on that. If you want someone who to create jobs, get an expert in that field who spent 30-40 years studying the field of economics, jobs. Then sit in a board with them, talk to them, and then one by one, you have to monitor each other. Not put somebody with power and he is like, one day I wake up, hang this person. One day I don't like the Democrats. One day I don't. What is this nonsense? How are we supposed to survive it? One day you don't like the Democrats, you gonna hang them? What? Yeah, I'm recording this. I put it on YouTube. You can share if you want. Because I'm sick and tired. Only said sleepers next. Only sleeper is coming next. Because I also have limit as an immigrant. Okay? These white standards, I will throw sleepers. Next time any white person asks for election, I will throw sleeper. I swear to God. If it's not a woman, if it's a white man asking for any kind of leadership position, this will go. I won't even read his policy. If it's a white man in any election asking for votes, I don't care what the resume says. I don't care what it says. Slipper will go first. If it's not a woman, if it's not a marginalized person, if it's not, I say elect disabled people. How would you know the experience of the mind? Elect disabled individuals. Elect the blind. Elect the people who are hard of hearing. Because the less senses you have, the less privilege you have, the more you feel for humanity, the more you feel. So next time, able-bodied white men coming for election, slipper, I'll give slipper. No, mark my word. Mark my word. Because I am done. Okay, I left that region of the world seeking a better life in this bloody country. And not even my dog can live in peace. We used to go for walks, long walks. Now we have to think about carry passport, carry ID card, carry all the shenanigans. We are carrying a whole freaking documentation on us. For what? From a stolen land? Carry documentation and go walk on a stolen land. All listening to them, all listening to white standards of paperwork, white standards of formatting. Or are you legal? I don't know. Are you legal? Are you legal? Did your parents get married before they popped you out? Were your parents married according to religion? Were your parents married according... what is this? Enough is enough. This administration was my limit. The second time you all voted for this clown, he should be in a nursing home. He should be a nursing home and he should be held accountable along with people in the Epstein file. Now everybody's just listening to his tweets, his little, what did he do today? No. If the person in Bangladesh can be held accountable, if that lady can be held accountable in Bangladesh, why are we not holding this person accountable? Who's asking lawmakers to be hanged? Why are women very easy hang her? I'm just saying, Bangladesh is majority Muslim, okay? I'm a Muslim. I know how women, I'm very sorry, okay? I had a lived experience as a woman, being treated as a woman. Women easily catch, easily hang, all right? I'm sure she has done mistakes, but for women, easy. Oh, catch her, she's a witch, she says the word. But when it comes to men, men are always given, who's giving this wild card to men? Who's giving wild card to men? Make an example. Who said the word hang them? Hang the person who say that. Who says the word? Because nobody has to be hanged. He brought up the word. So karma. Reverse uno. Reverse uno. Or you say hang us. How about karma? Who wants to get hanged then? Because KKK has been hanging black folks since this country was formed. Native Americans were hung. Native Americans kicked out of their reservations. So they are speaking out of their habits because they are used to hanging people, black and brown. So make it an example. That's why J.D. Vance is coming for J.D. Vance. That is karma. Have you seen Patel coming for Patel? Have you seen Muhammad coming for Muhammad? No. J.D. Vance is coming for J.D. Vance because their whole lineage is filled with what? Hate. It's coming out now. So we don't have to do anything. J.D. is already saying, giving that threat to J.D. And J.D. is jailing J.D. for 2 years. Biggest joke of America. Do you know that? Don't run a Google search. J.D. Vance gave a J.D. Vance a death threat to J.D. Vance. Both white men. And his middle name is James Donald Vance. Clap, clap. Monkey in the chimpanzee also now clapping. J.D. Vance is giving death threat to J.D. Vance. My ancestors are so happy because you know why? I'll tell you how I, as a minority, ended up in Sri Lanka. I didn't ask to be born in Sri Lanka. You know who my ancestors are? You know who my Polynesian. How did my lineage end up in Sri Lanka? Colonization, the bloody British. Alright? I was in my lineage ancestors, Sumatra, Indonesia, Malaysia. Okay, so I speak Malay. I can speak Malay. Okay? But my great-grandfather was kidnapped from Sumatran district by the British, taken to Sri Lanka to serve as a police officer in the lowest rank. See, till he died, he was a police officer. So we as minority, 2% in Sri Lanka. Alright, born there, and then in Sri Lanka, when you're minority, you get treated like trash. Right? No human, and then when you're trans, you're another trash. You're 2x trash. Right? So all these have to change. I'll tell you, stand up for minority, the 99% of majority will always come to get us. That's why I create this channel. I couldn't speak for the long time because trauma is in my body. Because years of torture, of gaslighting, I lost my voice. That's why sometimes you guys will be wondering what happened to this guy. He's dancing, he's walking, he's because when your trauma is so much, you cannot speak. And then when I try to speak to my parents about it, they silence me. They say, don't say anything, because they have been, I had to unlearn my parents' trauma. My parents always tell me, don't say anything about this. No. If this is my last video, I'm going to say the truth. If this is my last video, I want you all to know, this is who I am. A minority in the country that I was born. I was minority in the country that I travel. I'm minority in where I am now. I'm a citizen, but it doesn't matter because I'm not parading my citizenship. I don't care, it's just at a joke at this point, because if a citizenship is two different levels, this Hispanic citizen is different, Indian citizen is different, white citizen is different, black citizen is different. What is this? It's like a caste system in India. Do you know what is a caste system in India? So if there's untouchables in India, right? The Dalit, they are dark skinned. Same thing. You see how colorism, the anti-blackness has infiltrated everywhere because of colonizers. In India, the Brahmins, the religious high Hindus, they would never marry outside their caste. They don't marry Dalits. There's a Dalit is the people who clean, who brush the street, who work trash. They're called Dalits. Okay, if you look up Indian caste system, all right. Same thing in Sri Lanka. The Tamil Sri Lankans are normally treated like trash. Tamil people in Sri Lanka, they are called to clean toilets. They are called to sweep the street. Because Sri Lanka majority Buddhist, same skin color. Well, you wouldn't believe it, right? I'm going to open up the can of worms, Sri Lanka, because it's time, all right? I'm going to talk about it. Because, Sri Lankan on average, if you look at me, you wouldn't know what religion I am, whatever. But in Sri Lanka, the Sinhala Sri Lankan standard is different. The Tamil Sri Lankan standard is different. The Muslim Sri Lankan standard is different. Majority Sinhala Sri Lankan will look at minority as same color, but they think they are better than. So I had all this on top of being trans. So that's why I migrated here. Because I was and then they say the America, human rights champion, America, West, human rights champion. Now you can see the champion. Now you can see American champions. No place to hide the face. Shame on this. The only thing I truly believe, in the grand scheme of things, I was called to America by the ancestors. Because before all this human bullshit, I would wake up and listen to birds, bees, animals. And they are the only true speakers. The only truth you will ever find is from your trees. Roots will never lie. If you cut a root of a tree, if you look at inner rings, that is truth in the DNA. Roots will never lie. Human beings will one day say this, one day say that. Root is fact, it's solid. Same thing with animal, right? Your dog will love you forever, your cat will love you forever. That is embedded. Human, no, one day love this person, tomorrow love another person, then I hate you, then I love you. Narcissist. Human, don't trust. I as a human tell you today, never ever trust human. Never put a human, a man or a woman or any human form as a god. Don't put human form as a god. Oh my God, biggest joke. You will be disappointed. Humans are never gods. Humans are never gods. That is the one thing I have to diminish. The mythology that they look like this. That's why India has thousands of gods, still a wreck. If humans are gods, India has thousands of pictures of gods, then India would have been a success story. I'm just using India. I have nothing against India. Okay? I was conceived in India. My mom was pregnant when she was in India. So I was puffed. But I believe if the God is in human form, we would have been success because humans would have known how to run planet Earth. Look at planet Earth. God is not Jesus. I'm saying this. I don't care if I got whatever death threat. God is not Jesus. God is not Muhammad. God is not Shiva. God is not Kaliyamma. God is not a man or a woman. In my personal life, this is not for you. In my personal life, God for me is a tree. God for me is my summer. God for me is my friend showing up for me when I need some help. God for me is anything that doesn't speak. That is God. The reason why we have come to this situation because we believed the the previous ways of doing things. Now we come face to face with our own image. Then we see the truth. So I'm done. I have no more words. So until America is safe, I am not leaving this country. I'm not fleeing this country. I'm not. I will be here because the natives want me here. Who's the native? Before, let me tell you who's actual native to America. Okay, let me make this very clear. Very, very clear. Okay? Native Americans, you know what they look like. And then people in, so America is North America and South America. It's a continent. It's a continent. America is actually connected it's not South America, Mexico and other South American countries are connected. So by the land's blessing, anywhere that you are connected, you should be able to move freely. Any animal, let's say it's a giraffe. Let's say it's a giraffe. Okay. If a giraffe is coming from southern border to northern border, he's not going to carry paper, no? Will he carry paper? No. Alright? So why only these white people came, they conquered. First of all, they are not native to this land. Mexican Americans and Portuguese American people in the south of America are more native to this land than white Mayflower Europeans. You understand? They are not connected. Their ancestors, white Americans' ancestors, are not belonging to this land. Their DNA are not part of this land. Mexican Americans are more part of this land than white men. Now they conquered this land. They are trying to eradicate them of their own land. Same thing they did to Native Americans, they are trying to do with Hispanic. I am not letting that. I came from that part of the world to give this part back to the rightful owners. Not happening under my watch. Not happening. To the poor Hispanic mother, she was preparing food. Did you see that? The inspector came and poured Clorox, bleach onto all her food and drinks. She's a vendor. She knows to live with the land. She makes enough for every day. And when I see a vendor, I don't question if it's clean or if it's whatever. Have you been to India? Have you been to Sri Lanka? We buy things off vendor. It's very clean. And who knows what people make in the kitchen? Maybe the white person spit and give you your food. Do you know? OSHA standard. What is the OSHA standard? Have you been to the kitchen? Big Michelin chef. Chef Ramsay is the biggest con. Chef Gordon Ramsay, he talks filth day and night. He treats his chefs like trash. And everybody, he's such a good chef. He cusses at his workers. He treats them, for a little bit of less salt, he treats them like his, this is garbage, this is not edible, redo this. Chef Gordon Ramsay is a piece of shit. He treats his workers like filth and he gets the biggest rating. And there's people, your own people, cooking silently, Hispanic folks, Asian folks, cooking like mad people. They don't get recognized. Why? White standards. Small plate, little bit of food. Oh, so good. Little bit of caviar, little bit of peas. So good. Because he's dressed up. After massacring everybody, get dressed, put a suit, put a tie, put belt, and then suddenly a gentleman. Suddenly gentleman after massacring everybody and making life miserable. Now gentleman with a coat. Two piece of shit. I don't know respect. No more respect. End white supremacy now. End the Nazis now. Enough is enough. I didn't become a man to go down without a fight. That's why I became a man. Not to get married. I transitioned to a man to fight the man. Come at me, bro. Come. I'm calling the white bro. Come. Colonizer piece of shit. You think I don't know you? When I look at your face, I know who you are. I'm not afraid of you. You wanted papers, I got the papers. You wanted legal, I got everything. Come, talk to me, talk to me. I even learned your language. Bloody English. How many languages can you speak? Can you speak Sinhala? Can you speak Malay? Can you speak Spanish? Come at me, bro. You know, you have to watch the movie Lagan. The colonizers, when they came to India and other, they teach us how to play cricket. Cricket. You have to hold it like this and you have to hit it like this. You have to hold like this, bend down a little bit and hit the ball like this. If there's 4, 6 out of the ballpark, it's 6. Come, I learned your language. Come. You want to play cricket? Come. Come at me, bro. Come at me. You coming for marginalized? You think you're such a big man? Come. With your mask, you wearing hijab. These days, ICE officers are wearing hijab. ICE officers now wearing hijab because they cannot show their face. They're so shy. ICE officers are so shy. They cannot show their face. They have to hide their face and kidnap people. Wearing niqab, bro. What you're wearing is niqab. It's not a mask. It's a niqab. ICE officers are wearing a niqab. They are terrorists. ICE officers are terrorists. That's the word. They are not officers. They are terrorists. ICE officers are not officers. They are terrorists. If you broad daylight, they are taking women, children, men. They are not officers. You've been gaslighted to think they are terrorists. And they call people like me with beard because we are brown. We are. Who's terrorizing who? Donald Trump and his entire MAGA is the one terrorizing our lives. Terrorize. I am not going to be silent, okay? I am not going to be silent. Even if you don't understand my English, I don't care. I don't care that you don't understand my English. The truth will be told in whatever language. I don't care. Number one, if you're my child, my child as in my blood, if you identify with my energy and you're from the rest of the world, never be afraid to speak back to them in your own language. Tell them, waring, maatteka katha kara. You don't have to speak their white polished language. That is bullshit. They act, dating, eating, proper etiquette. You have not seen these people behind in their house. Worse people. They walk around naked. White people, they walk around naked in their house. Cuckoo, crazy. Who is no shame. Outside they wear coat, tie, suit. But white people in their house, they walk around naked. Nuts. No shame. No shame. No culture. No culture, no civilization, worse people. Ask me anything. I don't care. No, because my life is already, we all don't know when we will make it. Now even a day in our life is such a big gift now. So ask me. I want to throw away my suits. I don't, that's why you guys don't see me in a suit or a blazer. The only time I had to wear a suit was to go for my interview and stuff. I hate wearing those things are so, because I know I know a suit has a lot of blood on it. That is a cloak, a most dishonorable thing you can wear on yourself is a suit. I knew it because any form of clothing, when I wear it, I know what it is. This ego, big coat, tie, shoe polish. Come talk to the man with the slipper. Come. You want to know what masculinity is? Masculinity is standing up. Masculinity, fuck. Sorry for the cuss word. I never say cuss word. I don't like. I learned from them only. When I entered this country, for God, I will say for universe. When I entered this country, I never used even one cuss word. But this country, from any job I go, cussing, co-worker cussing, that was FYP cussing. They are rich people cussing, they are homeless cussing. This is a cursed land. This land is cursed. I swear to God. You know why it's cursed? Because it's stolen. Anything that you steal from their rightful owners is cursed. There will be never happiness on this land because the foundation itself is you see how you all see Gaza and Palestine, because we have technology we can see, right? Gaza, Palestine. Same thing happened over 200 years ago. That was when it founded, but when they came and invaded, same thing. Just think we don't have cameras back then. They massacred natives, they took over the land, they pushed people out. I can tell you my story. I mean, I lived a little south of here when I lived with Lucky. Gentrification. I didn't even know what that word was till I came to America. I was paying rent $450, small studio on top of the shop lot. When Trump came into power first time, the building owner, Korean American man. See, always your own people cut our own people. Korean American man, he was a good landlord, but he was scared of Trump, or he supported Trump. I don't know what happened. He sold the building. Me and other Hispanic folks had to wiped out of the building, had to find housing. Then I had to work Uber to pay 2-3 times the rent, because rent is, to get one you need 3x the salary to afford a place for rent. So the Asian American man sold the land to white people. Now the white person has built a condo there and upcharge the rent and giving it to their own people, but their own people have no job now. See the stupidity. Okay, white person buy from Asian American man that land where I was living with the Hispanic folks. Okay, it wasn't a condo, old raggedy old building. Okay, he bought it from the Asian American man. The Asian American man sold it off because Trump came into power in 2016. He was like, oh my God, now we listen to the big man in the suit, because he's also been colonized by his brain. Okay, so he got colonized. Dumb. If I was him, I would have never sold that land. I would have kept it. But he sold it off. Okay? Now white man bought that land, built a condo, upcharge. Now the rent is maybe $2,500. But white people cannot afford to live for $2,500. Now that building is empty. Good. You didn't give me to stay. Now you also cannot stay. I say, Alhamdulillah. You ruined my life, now your life also. You ruined people of color's life, now your own family cannot live. Elon Musk, his family is broken. Elon Musk, he might be the richest person on earth. He disowned his own trans child, okay? He is a womanizer, just going here and there with everybody. No class. Same thing with Donald Trump. Yeah, Mary, I don't know how many, which wife Melania is, third, fourth, I don't know. No respect in the files. No respect. There are people laughing around the world. People are laughing. People are laughing at the white man, and white man wear coat tie and talking every day in front of the secretary. Go to you. His oldest, exactly, his oldest daughter is trans. Because you know why? Elon Musk is a closet case. Sarah says his oldest daughter is trans, he hates her for it. Right? So Elon, because only people who are closeted why you want to hate other people living their lives? If my daughter, my daughter, I don't have, let's say I have a human child. Tomorrow comes up and says, I only like women, Papa. I don't like men. I would be like, I'm happy. You will be safe with a woman. Be with a woman. Whatever. If they say, I'm pansexual, okay. Because a father only wants the child to be happy and find love. Right? Either he is a closet case or he is jealous that his child will find love. That is the biggest. Many of you all don't know. Parents can be perpetrators. Parents can be narcissist pieces of shit who can keep you away from finding the love of your life. Seriously. Because imagine if he affirmed his daughter will get a platform, right? Because he already has the money. If I am Elon Musk, my daughter came out as trans, I will be like, here, take my resources, help your community. That's a father. Right? Instead, he shunned her because he doesn't want to do anything with her. But he is going around, I saw his website, he's going around tweeting to women. He is afraid of his own child. And that's not a good father. A good father will prosper the children. A good parent will support the child to go and help the world, their communities. Because not all children, not all children will come out of the womb the same. If you have a litter of puppies, all five, we say in Malay, all 5 fingers are not the same. See? I have a thumb, I have index finger, I have a pinky. All 5 fingers are not the same. So that's why all the siblings are not the same. But all must learn how to come together to create a feast. So he lost his thumb or his pinky. Those are his daughter. One daughter might be trans, one might be gay, one might be straight, one might be mental health, one might be disabled. But all of this are his fist. He's a dumb father. That's why any parent that disowns the child to be born is a miracle. A child to be born is, wow, alhamdulillah, miracle. You know, you being born without a leg or without an arm or whatever, it's such a blessing. That means you got to see life. You got to experience life. Right? So any father or mother who minimizes you because you're different, walk away. I'm telling you, I will be from far virtual. If you want me to be your virtual parent, I will never meet in person because boundaries. I don't want any physical contact. But if you want a virtual parent, I am here for you. I am here for you. If there's children out there who want a virtual parent. I will never have a one-on-one conversation, but I am here because I want you all to know, never your parents, I never got this. I want to be who I did not receive. I never got the affirmation from my parents. I never got the I want to be what I was not given. Like I want to be that, I want to make that space for a child to, like I see all of us humans as a tree, okay, like a small seed you put on the ground. You want to make sure they have the enough sunlight, enough water, enough nutrition, enough support for the tree to bloom. Sometimes the parent tree too close block the sunlight from the child. So that you have to give the child independent area to grow. Sometimes, let's say you are here, your parent tree is here. Parent tree is now infected because of Donald Trump. See, that's what's happening with boomers now. Okay, parent, let's say, voted for Trump. Okay, and parent tree is right here watching over you all the time. But parent tree is now already virus infected with Trump's ideology, MAGA, Republican. Not all Republicans are MAGA, that's what I learned this week. But let's say parent tree now rotten. But you're sheltering under the parent tree. Now you're going to get killed if you keep staying next to the parent tree. So this is when the environmentalists will come and take you out of that soil, because we don't want you to get infected with your parents' seed, and place you in an independent space where you will get your light, air and space to breathe and become your own individual. Never grow among those who deny you your rights. Even if you have to leave page to page, even if you, I'm saying, one day my teachings will no longer serve you because you might have graduated. It's just like you have kindergarten, you have grade 1, you have high school, you have university. What grade you are in now with me, I don't know. But one day my teachings would be redundant, and that means good. You have qualified to go to the next level. Do you all still watch the YouTubers you watched 5 years ago? Most of you will say no. Why? Because after you have watched a person for some time, you already know their nature, you already know who they are. You'll always remember them for who they are. You already know their values, right? So same thing. One day, you will not watch me. Maybe I'll be dead, maybe I'll be gone, maybe I'll go live in a seclusion. But when that happens, you will still, I hope, you will carry this forward, that you must be the next generation. Yes, we have free will. Never, this whole administration is trying to tell you that you have no free will. Do not believe that. Create your own reality. I don't care if you have to wear Google Glass or Meta Glass. I know they're not perfect. I don't care what you have to do. Create your own reality. Don't live in Donald Trump's world. Don't live in the MAGA world. The world is, just think about it. This world is billions of years old. What is Donald Trump or Vance or ICE in comparison to this world's history? Nothing. Garbage, trash, recycle bin. I'm talking about the actual earth. In comparison to the earth, Jeff Bezos, piece of shit. Elon Musk, piece of shit. You and I, also piece of shit. So never get caught up with their ideology. He is rich, he has more power. Who gave him that power? You and I did, collectively, by voting. You and I did collectively by applying for that job. You and I did collectively by seeing everything they show on and be like, I created Tesla, this is a Cybertruck. My garbage truck is much prettier than the Cybertruck. So, you and I collectively have the power to say, this is not my leader, this is unfollow, this is block, this is not my future, and create your own secluded reality. You all will have your own trees, you'll all have your own fruits, and you can live there. Create your own heaven. Disconnect from these garbage ideology of this land of the founding fathers. Bunch of white men who sat around and gossiped. That's the founding father. Founding fathers are a bunch of white men who sat around after they were served by their slaves and their and gossiped and came up with a piece of paper. I had enough. How much this one was cooking? Yes. Like I said, if it's the next election, if it's not a woman or if it's not someone from the marginalized, I won't be even voting. I don't want to participate in this haram business. Next election, if you don't give me a marginalized nominee, if you don't give me somebody who, apart from no man, white man, if I see a white man's photo, I'm not even going to see anything else. No, very sorry. Anything a white man opens his mouth about, cannot. Default, close the screen. Because, you know what, it's not hate. I'm not hating. It's just you have too much white privilege. For once, I want a white man to know what it's like to not have privilege. I want the white men to know what it's like to live without privilege. Because every day when you have privilege and you live with privilege, you don't know what it's like to wake up as black and brown. You don't know what it's to wake up as a woman. You don't know what it's like to wake up as an immigrant. So when you strip a white man away from his privilege, suddenly his empathy comes out. Suddenly his mind starts to work. Suddenly he's peace and loving. So that's what I want for the white man. Because now white man is on a high horse. White man is on a high horse. Because he thinks, oh my way, oh I did it my way. Come, I'll give you your way. This time I have something good prepared for you. Put the white man to work. I say start with doing dishes. No machines. No me, put him to work. Do the trash. Going to the gym every day showing bicep. This look, my one more veins are showing. Who cares about your veins? I have so many veins. I don't show it all. You know the biggest flex? You know what's the biggest flex? The biggest flex is standing up for somebody who is oppressed. That is a biggest flex. The biggest flex that anybody can flex about is standing up for the oppressed. That's the biggest flex. Not this and that. Because that is, because once you become so, I'm saying this as a trans person. Can you see I'm not very obsessed with my image? I don't care about the lighting. I don't care whatever. Because these are, by time these gets erased, right? Biggest flex is leaving a world behind for the future. Biggest flex is leaving the world inhabitable for the future generations. And that's why I'm dedicating my life to leave a world behind, for so they will say, oh my God, at least he did something for us. At least he didn't make it worse. Right now, everybody waking up, I saw some guy walking, even a white guy walking his dog this morning. I had to say hi to him because he looked like he was about to unalive himself. And I said hi to him because I don't want him to unalive. Don't do that. Okay, if you're a white man, never unalive yourself. Keep yourself. We need you. We need you. Okay, now don't go, because I don't want this to turn into somebody saying, white people are so shameful, they are trying to. No, don't do that. I need your labor. You can stay. You can walk the dog. Okay, you have so many useful purposes. Just don't get into gun violence. Don't go to the gym life, put little bit workout, run in the park, enough. Right? Don't be obsessed with your image. That's what I want you all to do. If you're a white person, don't be obsessed with your image. You understand? Don't be obsessed. Because this is temporary. Like Brian Johnson, go to his account. He's like, he says, based on data, I'm 18 years younger, whatever. Who is he kidding? Have you seen his face? He looks 55 years old. Brian Johnson looks 55 years old. He does not look freaking 20. He's applied day and night cream and sitting on the treadmill. He's created his own mind. He thinks he's 18. Instead, what he can do is be the father and the person who is. It's okay if he wants to look pretty. But collecting data, what is he, a call center? Okay, I think I'm going to go fishing at paradesi. Am I using my privilege? Yes! That's why you're my friends, sir. I will say one thing, okay? White women and white trans folks, you all are doing so much work, so much labor for the flack and for the failure of the white men. I want to recognize that. White women and white trans folks, it breaks my heart. Okay. They are feeling the guilt which the men should feel. They are feeling the responsibility which the men should feel. So why the hell would I vote anybody but, why the hell would I vote a white man? Because they don't see their privilege. I am going to only vote someone who acknowledges their privilege, who knows how to, if we can have a white Mamdani, a woman or a any other gender, I will vote. But no man, white mom, darling. You understand? It can be a woman. So many credible white ladies are there. So many credible white trans people are there. Take up the podium. No matter what, Mamdani is a man. All right, I'm gonna give you my. I'm not coming for Mamdani. I'm glad that he exists. He's younger than me. He's 5 years. I'm proud of him, but he's still a man. He's still a cis man. He benefits from the privilege. He can go into gender segregated spaces. I am a Muslim person. Okay. Even in the mosque, genders are segregated. So he can speak to the men, but he cannot completely speak to the women and the trans folks. There's still going to be some privilege there. So in the future, enough men leadership. Can we all agree 200 years something of men leading the country, you know? No matter how credible, time for men to take a back step. All right? No matter how credible, men, this is the time for men to take a back seat and stop telling women and other genders to how to live. Because we, from the day we were born, the man God is a man's world, is a man this, man that. Just let it go. Sit in the back seat. Let the women drive, let the trans people, wherever they take you, know that they will take you somewhere safe. Okay? Can we have a trans president? Can we have a woman president? Can we have a world like that? I want to wake up someday and be respected for being here on earth. That's all I ask. Not $1 million. All I ask is to wake up one day and see myself represented as with the leader. Right now I open and turn off the TV. Thank you, I'm Cute Car, your support. Cute Car, remind me where you're from, where you're watching from. I don't care where you're from, but where you're watching from, the region. Yes. You want your picture where people are... See, I agree. Your children shouldn't have to... All the children around the world. This is my ideal world. Okay. Right now we are divided by countries. You're in Iowa. Where Sami was born, my baby was born. Sama was born in Iowa. My idea of the future is this. One passport. Open passport. One identity. Same rules across the world. You travel freely. You do bad, according to international laws, if you do bad, you held accountable. There won't be this country, that country, this law, that law. Only one. Humanity. Passport should say human. Animals travel freely. Take camera with you. That's it. Because right now people are, you know why people are crossing borders? They want to see what America is like. because they're curious. So they come and then they get called illegal. No point. If you just open it up, they come, they see there's nothing special here, they leave. If you say this is very special, hard to get here, then everybody come and stay. If you say, what is there? Nothing to see. Leave. Good. You're my neighbor then. Bismillah. Did I put too much sugar? Samio, are you ready to eat? I think Sunday time we can go walking. Come to Chicago. Come visit us. If you come to Chicago, we can meet. I go to Park Lake. We will meet you by the park. See, I'll tell you all. Because there's better. I always invite people, even if you're watching from overseas, you want to come see me, I am not afraid. I will give you more. Normally I walk Lake Michigan where the birds are. You tell me I'm coming on this day. I would like to meet you, Adam. I am here for you. I have trust to see you. In public, in lake, no problem. Did I put water? I don't think that. Thank you, Pyutka. Yes, come, don't be afraid. Because that's what the dictator wants, for us to be afraid of one another. I am not scared. Sure, I crossed borders, not borders, I flew. I didn't come from the border, I flew and I came. The right way. Whatever your right way is. But I came through the right way. Because the white person, God forbid, you came in the wrong way. Ridiculous standards, right? Right way, wrong way to come to this, to visit America. As if they came the right way. In the Mayflower, they came the right way. They came in the legal way in the Mayflower. The poor Native Americans welcomed them with open arms, gave yam, gave sweet potato, gave turkey. They ate the turkey. After eating the turkey, took the guns and took their place. You think I don't know what they did to Native Americans. That's why Native Americans don't trust. You see Native, they don't trust. They know, because every time, I've seen this. Every time, same thing. Have you seen? There's a place in India, there's a tribe, old tribe. You're not supposed to go there. No humans are allowed in that island. I can't remember. There's an island off of India. It belongs to India, but even the Indian government says no tourists, nobody gets